What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is our week 9 update video. We've made it, it is week 9, we have 1 week left and then we're on week 10, which is a milestone update video. Hopefully we'll do something big for that. I gotta see what I have in mind. But anyway, let's jump right into it. So Tuesday and Wednesday were work and relax days, or work and sleep days I should say. I didn't really get to relax too much. Thursday, obviously a sketch video went live for you guys. It was the Wise Out, and I want to start by apologizing for the end of that video. I know it was very blurry, it was way out of like zoom and all that stuff. Basically what happened was my camera battery had died the first time, so I had to go back and erase some stuff and start redrawing again. And then the second time my sleep timer had gone off, and then in between all that it got out of focus. I didn't notice it, and that's what's been happening. If you've noticed, a lot of the videos towards the end have really kind of gotten messed up, and that's because my camera had a sleep timer on it. I just figured out how to turn it off. I should have figured that out way before now, so that's been turned off. The autofocus I'm no longer using until I kind of get that down. I think there's some settings I can mess with to kind of fix that. And basically the battery dying, that's just me being negligent on where the battery is at when we start. So hopefully I can get that all sorted out and smoothed out for the next few sketches. So another thing I did on Thursday was I paid off one of my student loans. I only have one left. I started out with 4, so I've knocked out all the smaller ones, so I have the larger one remaining. So hopefully gonna have that paid off by the end of the summer, and then I won't have any more student debt, which is a big massive yay. Hopefully I think I'm gonna try and do some sort of video in regards to that, kind of like a celebratory video, but we'll see, you know, time will tell. So anyway, on Friday, my dad, who lives all the way out in Lancaster, PA, I drove out there and I helped him move. He ended up moving a lot of the stuff like earlier in the week before I got there, but I helped him move some stuff, and then we went out to lunch at Ruby Tuesdays, which I did not even know were still around. I thought Ruby Tuesdays was like a discontinued chain, but hey. So he took me out to lunch for that. It was a nice little trip, and then the drive home was horrible. Normally it is about so normally this drive is about a 2.5 hour drive. It took me 5 hours. So on Friday we got hit with a pretty big snowstorm, and I got caught up in that driving home, and the roads were horrible. People just forget how to drive. My tires are terrible on my car. I've been meaning to get them replaced, I just haven't. So all those factors led up to my car ride, which was normally about 2.5 or about 2 hours actually, turning into about a 5-hour trip, which was ridiculous. It was stressful. I was going crazy sitting in the car, but obviously music saved the day, so good for that. So with that snowstorm, we also lost power for about 2 days at Samantha's house, just completely without power until Saturday afternoon, which it was cold, it was miserable, and it was dark obviously at night. So on Saturday, since there was no power at the house and there was a bunch of fresh snow, I took advantage of that and I went up snowboarding with a big group of people. The roads were still pretty bad, especially up towards the Poconos. If you don't know, I go snowboarding at Camelback Mountain Resort every Thursday-ish. I try to go. So normally that is about an 1.5-hour trip. That took me 3 hours to get up there, and at one point, I kid you not, there was a tree down in the middle of the road and someone had carved a tunnel out of the branches for cars to go through. So at some point I was driving basically through a tree. That was quite interesting. So yeah, eventually we got up to the mountain. Conditions were okay. It was kind of shitty because they didn't have the whole mountain open, but they had a good portion of it. But there was 8 of us at one point, and we were having a good time just doing bomb runs and stuff. And it was nice. It was a nice, relaxing Saturday. You know, first Saturday I've actually gone up snowboarding in about 2 years, so it was nice. And then leading up to Sunday, Sunday was just a relaxed day. I got back, power was back, watched some Netflix. We started watching Death Note. It's an anime on Netflix and the internet. We started watching that. It's like my 5th or 6th time watching it through. It's Samantha's first time. She's kind of about it, but I really like the anime. I think it's really good. So, but anyway, so let's get into the 2018 resolutions. I know that's why you guys are all here. That's why everybody comes to these update videos. The greatest things ever, the 2018 resolutions. So first off, let's just get reading out of the way, because I really dropped the ball on reading this week. I'm only on page 70 out of my book, so that means in 1 week I've only read 70 pages. I can normally do that that in about a day and a half. So yeah, I really dropped the ball. I didn't, between, you know, the moving, snowboarding, the power, the snowstorm, all this stuff happening, I didn't really have enough time to just sit down and read. And then even when I was like, kind of like I had some downtime, like on Sunday, I just wasn't in the mood to read. I was tired. I was, you know, there's just a lot of stuff going on. So I didn't get a lot of reading done. I'll take it as a lost week for that, and hopefully this week be able to catch up on that. Alright, so now let's move over to sketches. So I did 2 sketches this week. Actually, I did these both on Sunday, and it was when I was recording and I kind of was messing with the settings on my camera and realized a lot of what was going on. So these didn't get recorded, which really sucks, but I did 2 of them. I'll start out with this one. So this was the first sketch. I didn't finish this one because I got halfway through and my camera died. This is the King's Castle. Goes with the King's Heart, I guess you could say. So I didn't finish it, had some details to put on there. But yeah, this is actually a redo sketch. I've actually already drawn this one originally. I drew this maybe about 10 years ago, and I wanted to redo it on some fresh paper and stuff. It's not obviously the same, it's a little bit bigger and stuff like that, so kind of compare the two there. There's some differences, but for the most part it's the same. So I might redo that one for the video this week, but I don't know. And then the other one, I just drew a quick dove here. I didn't really like how the face turned out, but other than that, I thought it came out really good. Oh, and the feet. The feet were pretty bad. So this is also, I might try and redo one of these for the video and actually record myself doing it. That way we can actually get a video up for Thursday instead of not having one in general. So we'll see which one I end up doing for that. Maybe you guys let me know down below, and I'll do that. Also for the sketches, like I said before, I figured out what a lot of the issues were with why the sketch videos were coming up where the end was just really terrible, like focus and zoom wise and stuff, and I think I have a good solution for that. I think I fixed a lot of the issues. We'll have to obviously see how things go with this week's video and next week's, and then we'll kind of hopefully get into a route with that. Also, I'm gonna try and figure out something with the thumbnails, because the thumbnails have been terrible in regards to that, so hopefully we'll get those fixed as well. But the final thing on our list for resolutions is the health update. So it is week 9, which means next week is the week 10 when I put my full plan into motion. So far it's been kind of rough. My sleeping's not really fully balanced. My sleeping's been really sporadic, even with me trying to get it like in order and, you know, kind of set into a actual schedule. So I'm trying to balance things out. I kind of tried to wean myself off the energy drinks. I tried not drinking them on the weekends, but I ended up drinking them anyway. That's a really hard one for me, because I enjoy how the energy drinks taste. They do help me out stay awake throughout the night while I'm at work, and they're just, I don't know, I find them kind of helpful. So I don't know, maybe if anyone has ever tried to quit drinking energy drinks before, they can throw me some tips. Maybe what's a substitute I can kind of drink to kind of help me out. I was thinking maybe like fruit juice or like V8 or something, to see if what that can do. But yeah, like I said, week 10 is next week. It's coming up on us, so we'll see how things go in regards to cutting everything out. That's gonna do it for this week's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to hit that thumbs up button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. There's a little bell next to it you can hit as well that YouTube wanted to add, because it was I guess I'm using for them. And let me know down in the comments down below how you're doing with your resolutions. You know, added more, taken some away, or just any goal in general. We're kind of at the point where resolutions aren't really like a thing people are talking about anymore. But let me know how you're doing with your goals down below. Maybe you have a goal that you're working at. Maybe it's like just a month-long goal instead of like my yearly long goals. Let me know down below. I'd love to throw out some support and stuff like that, or some advice. Maybe I went through some of that stuff too. But as always, guys, keep being awesome, and I'll see you guys inside the next video. Alright, bye!